Hey you guys, what's happening? It's your boy Terrence back at another video. As you can tell probably from my the state of my face, I'm not in a good mood today. I mean, who probably is, right? Um, uh, I was hoping by the 24th, at least in the state, we would be free and we would be able to roam around. That's all I asked. Not asked, that's all I imagined that would happen. Not much, I didn't expect things like borders to open, etc. But at least that we can roam around a bit. But guess what happened? Apart from the black fungus and the white fungus that happened last week, that whole fiasco aside, now we have another 2 week lockdown. Can someone just step in and take down this government? It's fucking so pissing me off. For all the new viewers watching this video for the first time, this is how I generally shoot my videos. They're very candid in nature. So before I proceed, and if you're offended by any slurs that you call as slurs, right? So it's a warning right now. It's not going to be a pretty video. I'm genuinely like pissed off. I don't know, man. Just looks like it's going to be a lockdown till the end of the year, to be honest. You know what the response of the government has been so far? Oh, we are clearly observing. We are observing the numbers, and we will open vaccinations for this age from now, from this period of time, and then we'll observe once again. We will observe. We will observe. For all the people who are thinking to move to India after this pandemic, please freaking don't. It's literally the worst country in the world. And now people will jump on a bandwagon and say, Terence, how can you say India is the best, worst country in the world? Okay, hear me out. And there are countries like in India as well. It's just my perspective and my thoughts. There's always an agenda attached to things because of the whole cultural nuance and that this film that they try to portray as to who Indians are. And in all this commotion, they've forgotten that they're actually human beings. I spoke about it in one of my previous videos. I'm sorry, my tone is a little low. It's not as loud it usually is, right? Or was. So yeah, coming back to the point, they just portray this image of of being something while forgetting that who they actually are. So we now end up in this collection of states that have their own set of principles and rules, not guided by the sense of them being human beings, but by their scriptures, their morals, their so-called values, and not open for open perspectives. Um, yes, there are things like lack of education and lack of science, etc., already prevalent in this country, which is quite evident in terms of its poor response to the pandemic. But also, I think so, the crux cause of it is not having an open mind, to put it as in simple terms as possible. I know I deviated there from the whole lockdown situation. And what about this freaking black fungus now? I literally saw a few people literally wearing hazmat suits and roaming outside. Dear population, that fungus, which I forgot the name, I can't pronounce that word, sorry, I'm just too pissed off, right? The species name. It's also found in things like pots and in the air, in the dust particles, etc. So there's nothing to worry about. Your body already has uh, fought it in the past. Unless you're highly diabetic, you are on a ventilator, is when you should be worried. Right? You don't need to worry about it. This whole and also media has been portraying this whole thing for the last week about this black fungus, and last 2 days it's been something called as new thing called as white fungus. How can people be so stupid, to be honest, man? Fucking pisses me off. It pisses me off more than that those annoying geckos or lizards in my room. Yeah, I just thought of turning on the camera and talking to you guys. It's not a scripted video as such. I thought of making, another what do you say, skit, but I just was just not in the mood to do so. With all the events that happened and that are happening, and we just got news a couple of hours ago that the lockdown is extended. Uh, so yeah, fuck everything, I guess. I mean, every day I hear statements like it's the end of times, and I do understand from where they're coming from. I mean, this I don't see much hope to this country at all. Uh, think about it again. Think about it logically. Don't think about it with fucking out of your fucking holy scriptures, out of your fucking, I don't know, whatever, your family system, whatever. Think about it. If you want an organization, let's say you want an organization to grow, do you think will it grow if you split it into states, boundaries, cultures, caste, whatever? Do you think it will grow, or will it grow if it works as one organism? Now, if you're not getting what I'm alluding to, that if we all don't realize that we're just human beings and we're nothing, and we feel we know everything because of some books that we follow, and I don't mean the science books. At least science has the openness to figure out, look, dive into things, and encounter new things. But most of our leaders in this country have built their whole lives and morals through these holy scriptures and crap. I'm not even an atheist, to be honest. I respect your personal truths that way, but it's when you start putting your personal shit on others, when stuff goes haywire. And in the whole movie industry, we call this as the shit show. That's what this country is going through. It's a total shit show. This guy was literally, if you know which state I'm from, you probably know who the chief minister is. So he's giving an interview on the mic. He's announcing the lockdown, right? So his okay, I have a mask with me right now. So his mask is literally like this. Imagine this, my hand being the mask. So it's literally like this. So his nose is still open. I was like, there's no hope left. There's no hope left. It's fucking ridiculous, people. Let me know what you feel about this whole lockdown situation, and do you feel that it will extend to the whole year in some sense? And for those people who are spreading bullshit about the black fungus, this fungus, that fungus, you're lower than trash, to be honest. You don't even know what you're talking about. And to spread chaos and panic, that's even crap. All my viewers who are watching this video, do not be afraid of this black fungus or white fungus, whatever. It's just propaganda. Your body already deals with it, unless you're in like level 10 critical and you're on a ventilator. You're highly diabetic, not highly diabetic, but you're like elevated sugar levels. Right? You're like, let's say you have things like if you had things like gangrene, etc. in the past, because of elevated sugar levels is when you have to be worried. Otherwise, you don't need to worry. Your body already deals with it. Yeah, guys, so I'll try to make another couple of videos next week. Let's see, depends upon my energy and my thought process. I know some of you have been requesting videos about my healing journey, as well as some of you have been requesting for much more frequent uploads and even a lot more other things. Those things will come in time. Just give me some time to recuperate myself from all this nonsense that's been going on. Yeah, until then, I guess I'll catch you all next time. Cheerio.